Okay, so you're looking for insights into January 23rd, 2025,
Uh-huh.
specifically through like the lens of astrology.
Yeah.
All right, we've got you covered. This is the deep dive you're looking
You
for.
figured.
So we've got a couple sources. We've got your daily horoscope from tarot.com
Mm-hmm.
and a TarotScope from Tarot by High C.
Interesting.
And we're going to unpack not just what like the stars say,
Right.
but like what it means for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
I was looking at my horoscope and it's talking about potential travel or educational plans,
oh, cool.
which is interesting because I've actually been toying with the idea of taking this online writing course,
Cool.
but it also says to be realistic.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think this day it's a little bit of a mixed bag.
Okay.
On the one hand, there's this energy of expansion,
Uh-huh.
especially around travel and education.
Yeah.
But then there's also this strong undercurrent of potential communication challenges. Yeah, that's interesting because my horoscope also mentions being careful about communications.
Right.
So it's like, go for it, but also watch out.
Yeah, exactly. It's not about like shying away from your big dreams, but more like grounding those dreams in practicality.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So instead of maybe like impulsively booking that flight,
Yeah.
maybe start researching destinations.
Yeah.
You know, like budgeting and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And this ties into this aspect called Mars sextile Uranus. Have you heard of that?
Vaguely. I'm not really like a super astrology buff. I just like reading my horoscopes.
Right, right. So Mars is the planet of action and drive,
Mhm.
and Uranus is the planet of innovation and change.
Interesting.
And a sextile is just a harmonious angle between planets.
Okay.
And so it suggests a smooth flow of energy. So Mars sextile Uranus is going to give us that like go-getter attitude.
Uh-huh.
And so it can be perfect for tackling new projects, like if you've
Yeah.
been wanting to like shake up your routine or something.
So that kind of explains the go for it aspect.
Yeah. Exactly.
What about the be careful part?
Right. So there's also this other aspect happening at the same time called Mercury trine Uranus.
Oh, another one.
Yeah. So Mercury rules communication and thinking.
Mhm.
And a trine is also an indicator of harmony.
Right?
So Mercury trine Uranus, we can expect like flashes of brilliance,
Yeah.
like out of the box thinking. But Uranus can also bring unpredictability.
Oh,
That's where the be careful comes in. That's why you want to have a grounded plan.
I see, I see. Okay, so big dreams, bold action, but with a solid plan.
Yeah.
Got it.
Exactly.
So both my daily horoscope and the TarotScope
Mhm.
both seem to be flashing like warning signs
Uh-oh.
about communication on the 23rd.
Right.
Should I just cancel all my meetings and stay home?
You know, it doesn't necessarily mean that like all communication is going to be disastrous,
Okay.
but just being aware of the potential for misunderstandings can be really key.
Right.
So Mars is opposite Mercury retrograde,
Okay.
and that combination is notorious for stirring up arguments and frustrations.
Mars opposite Mercury retrograde. That sounds ominous.
It can be. It can be.
Well, I'm not always the best at like holding back in a debate, so maybe I should reschedule that important conversation I had with my business partner.
That's probably wise. Choosing your battles is going to be key that day. Like
Mhm.
before you speak, just ask yourself, is this really worth the potential conflict?
Yeah. Good advice.
You might be surprised by how many arguments you can avoid.
Yeah, that's true. Just by like pausing and reflecting.
Exactly.
Okay, so communication is going to be a bit tricky on the 23rd.
Yeah.
But this astro weather, it's not all doom and gloom, right?
Absolutely not. No.
My TarotScope also mentioned turning daydreams into action.
Yeah, so this is where Mars sextile Uranus comes back in.
Right, right.
So it's a day that's really ripe for innovation and fresh perspectives. Imagine it as like a cosmic brainstorming session.
Ooh, I like that.
So maybe it's finally time to revamp that resume
Yeah.
or like pitch that bold idea at work or even just try a new recipe. This energy can be the push you need to tackle that project you've been putting off.
Oh, I like that. With all this intensity in the air, I'm glad my horoscope emphasizes keeping a sense of humor. Absolutely is key.
Laughter and flexibility are your allies that day.
That's true.
Because things might not go exactly as planned, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Embrace those unexpected detours. They might lead to some exciting new discoveries.
That's very cool. Very cool. So to recap, January 23rd is a day of exciting possibilities, especially when it comes to travel, education, and innovation. But remember to temper those big dreams with practical planning and choose your words carefully.
Yes, and remember, we've only scratched the surface here.
Right.
This is a general overview, but how these transits play out in your life specifically depends on your individual birth chart. That's a whole other deep dive.
That's definitely something to explore further. But for now, I'm feeling energized and ready to embrace the potential of the 23rd with a healthy dose of humor and flexibility, of course.
That's good.
Thanks for joining me on this deep dive,
My pleasure.
and we'll see you next time.
See ya.